Hi guys, it's Henry from Hobbs Bakery. I have got a total crowd pleaser of a recipe and you can make it all in the garden. We're talking Indian barbecue chicken flatbread. I've got my barbecue on, I've got my chicken, we're going to make some flatbreads. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our lovely free-range chicken and we're going to put a beautiful rub on it. So in my pestle and mortar, I've got some cumin, I've got some whole coriander, that's really zesty. I've got some whole cardamom pods, I've got some chili flakes for a little bit of a kick. Not too much, but I do like a little bit of spice. Some turmeric for that lovely yellow colour, and also some smoked paprika. So what we need to do is just give it some elbow juice. I always find it's essential to do pestle and morting on a wobbly table. It just kind of adds to it. Now we're just going to go for a big pinch of sea salt. There we go, a few twists of black pepper. Got some garlic. So this is a microplane. It's just a really easy way of getting your garlic ground down without having to worry about chopping it and stuff. Now I've got some fresh ginger here. Now, most people say to peel it. I can't have to be bothered. It just takes ages. So just grate it. Bit of skin never did any harm, did it? And now, just a little bit of lemon zest. When you're zesting a lemon, you just want to do the outside yellow bit, not that white pith. That's not very nice. It's all bitter. So I've set my barbecue for about 180 degrees, which is kind of roasting temperature. So that is a nice temperature for grilling our chicken. And now I've got some Greek yogurt here, and you can just mix it all into the pestle and mortar. We've got our barbecue set. It's indirect, so we've got our coal one side, coal the other side, and then our kind of cool zone in the middle. That's where we're going to be putting our chicken. Because it's a whole chicken, if it's directly onto the grills, it'll burn. So indirect with the lid on basically makes a nice oven. So now we've got our chicken. We're just going to smear our chicken all over with this beautiful yogurty spicy paste, getting all in the nooks and crannies, all over the grannies. So now, taking our chicken, we're just going to sit it directly in the indirect zone, and that's going to take probably like 45 minutes to an hour to cook. It's about a 1.5 kilo chicken, so it's not going to take too long, but we want it so it's crispy on the outside, juicy in the middle, and fully cooked through. All right, just shut that lid down. Go wash my hands. So the chicken's on. Now we're going to make our aromatic flatbreads. Now this recipe is so simple. There's no rising agent, there's not much kneading. You literally just mix it till it's like a dough, roll it out, bake it. Easy, so easy. It's like an Indian chapati. So we've got wholemeal flour here, really nice good wholemeal flour. We've got 250 grams, so just straight in the bowl. Now we need to season that with a big pinch of salt, so I don't know, like 3 grams. So like a big 4-finger pinch, that's lovely. Now, I've got some onion seeds here, or nigella seeds. They're just really delicious, and they give it that nice kind of savoury note, so a good shaking of them. And do you know what? It's the kind of thing, if you put it in your food, it looks impressive. It's those little things that people go, ooh, yeah, that's a bit different. So a good shake of them. A little bit of garlic, back on the microplane. Just grate in 1 fat clove, and that's just going to perfume through our flatbreads and be lovely. And then a small bunch of coriander, stalks and all. This is going to be really nice. Give a little bit of texture. Bit of green colour, but also a nice kind of fragrant flavour. Into the bowl. And now, 170 ml of water. Trusty dough scraper. And then we're just going to bring it all together. Mix it with our dough scraper till it comes together. And once it's kind of like that, now traditionally you would tip it out and you would knead it on the table, but we're in the garden, so we're just going to knead it in a bowl. So literally just get your hands in there and just give it a good old knead. Now the thing with this flatbread is that we're not looking to prove it or rise it or bake a loaf out of it. We're looking to make flatbreads. So actually, we don't need to knead it for anywhere near as long because we don't really need to develop the gluten because we're not expecting it to rise. You just want to knead it for a few minutes just to kind of bring it together, and that's it. It's done. It's so easy. So this can just sit in there. You can cover it, and we'll come back to that later. So when our chicken's done, we're going to grill them on the barbecue. To go with our chicken and wraps, we're going to make a nice kind of yogurty, minty, kind of raita thing. And you want it to be kind of quite chunky, fresh looking, perfect condiment to that kind of spicy chicken. Let's leave that to one side. Let's have a little peek on that chicken, see how it's looking. Oh, look at that. It's taking on some good colour, but it's not burning. Just looking delicious, really, isn't it? I mean, that's probably going to take another 30 minutes or so. So we'll just put the lid down. So to go in our wrap, we're going to make a nice slaw. I guess a barbecue, you need a slaw, don't you? So this is a green chilli, red cabbage and beetroot slaw. It's really delicious. Got some great colours. You just look at some of that and you know that's going to be healthy. Better check on that chicken. So it's been in there for about 50 minutes, maybe an hour. Let's have a little look. Smells good. Oh, yes. You can see it's still really juicy. Maybe a little bit over, but that's fine. It's all flavour. So we just want to get it out, keep all the juices in onto that plate. And we're just going to let that rest for about 15 minutes or so before we carve it. Really important. I think we'll be able to make 5 nice ones out of this. Well, let's go 4 and see how they look, and then we might make a 5th one. No, we're going to go 4. Don't want to be too skimpy, do we? So we just want to get them nicely floured up. Actually, you can just kind of mix them straight through the flour. And now we just want to roll it in our hands to make a kind of rough ball shape. So, let's just give these a little squash. You can see that that's going to stick a little bit, so just get them nicely coated. Your old trusty rolling pin. You could use a beer bottle if you wanted, or a wine bottle. And then you just want to roll it and just keep moving it so they don't stick. Because sometimes you can find with wholemeal flour, it can end up being a little bit sticky, but these feel quite nice. Put that to one side, let that to rest a little bit while our pizza stove's warming up. A little bit of flour so it doesn't stick. And do the other 3. Right, so that's the last ones. We've got 4 nice wraps, so just straight onto the pizza stone. Get the lid down. So once they've had like a couple of minutes, let's just flip them over on the other side. So that's cooked through now, so let's just put it directly over the coals to get a bit of colour. So, this is where the fun bit goes. We've got all of our bits, now it's time to build. Got our chicken. Let's just slice a little bit of that off. Hopefully we should have some nice, oh yeah, look at that. Juicy, moist chicken. Delicious. We've got the nice little bit of thigh meat as well. And you know when it's cooked because it literally, you can just kind of peel it off. That's all you want. You know, if you can pull it without too much resistance, you know that it's going to be cooked. Right, now it's time to build our wraps. So I've got my wrap. I'm going to start with a bit of this cucumber yogurt in the middle. A little bit of this slaw, nice and crunchy. I had a little taste in that green chilli, gives it a bit of a kick. Now we want some of that chicken. And then to finish it off, I just got a little bit of mango chutney. Just put some through there. It's going to add a nice bit of sweetness. And a little bit of coriander. Now we just need to wrap it up. There we have barbecue Indian chicken flatbread. I reckon it's time to try it, isn't it? Oh, that is seriously good. And all of this has been made in a garden with a barbecue and some wonky tables. You can totally do this. If you want to see more, like, subscribe. See you next time. Right, over and out.